What's going on, everyone? It's time to talk about a family Christmas movie for a change. Today, we're actually going to talk about a film that was actually released by Disney, um, and it's part of the Air Buddies franchise, not Air Bud franchise, but then there's the Air Buddies, which is like Cobalt puppies and stuff. Even though, yeah, so they made like 9 of these movies, and I'm actually a sucker for these movies. At least the buddies. I don't really care for like Pup Star and all that crap, but yeah, these movies, I kind of, the Air Buddies film franchise is kind of amusing to me, and I kind of secretly like them. So, they did a Christmas movie, so why not talk about it? Today, we're going to talk about Santa Buddies, Legend of Santa Paws. Yeah, I actually own this one. Yeah, it's hard to find, so, but, yeah, so let's see here. Santa Buddies Legend of Santa Paws was released obviously by Walt Disney Pictures, October 22nd, 2009. It was written and produced by Anna McRoberts and co-written, produced, and directed by Robert Weiss, who also did pretty much every other Buddies film. He did like Snow Buddies, Treasure Buddies, Space Buddies, Spooky Buddies, Air Buddies, and Super Buddies. I have every single one of them. and but he's also done films like Santa Paws and Santa Paws 2, the Santa Pups, MVP, Most Valuable Primate, and then worked on Air Bud, and Air Bud 7th Inning Fetch. So, yeah, the director actually knows how to work with dogs and stuff like that because that's basically what his career has been on. So, yeah. So, Santa Buddies is, well, turns out there's not just a Santa Claus. Santa Claus has a dog too, and yeah, it's like the Santa for puppies. And up in the North Pole, there's an icicle, and it's slowly melting because Christmas cheer is running low. So the dog goes and tries to see what's going on, and it turns out there's an evil dog catcher going and catching all the puppies and stuff. So to help with this, they enlist the help of the buddies to help spread Christmas cheer and its families and stuff around to help out. So, yeah, it's a very standard Christmas movie. Yeah, it's actually for like a lower budget, straight to like video and streaming type film. This one is actually looks pretty good. It has some really bad green screen film like scenes in it. So like when they're in the North Pole, Santa's walking, you clearly tell it's a green screen. Very poorly animated and put in. It was pretty shoddy. But and obviously when they're like and the reindeer going across like the moon and stuff, that's obviously cheap as hell. But for like Santa's toy factory and stuff, the set looks amazing. There's like a mixture of like dwarf short people and average sized humans playing elves and stuff, and yeah, and like overall it's very well shot and stuff, and yeah, some of the CG mouths on the dogs and stuff look ridiculous. But yeah, the one big thing is in this that I was surprised at, the dog catcher. The dog catcher is played by Christopher Lloyd. Yeah, the guy who plays the evil son, not the evil, plays the scientist in Back to the Future. He plays the dog catcher and has your typical evil to good arc in it. And yeah, it's very standard film though. Yeah, it's basically your normal Christmas movie trying to spread holiday cheer and stuff, but instead of like a family or kids going to North Pole, you have 6 talking pups going to a North Pole, and they kind of all mingle together and stuff. And overall, it's a pretty heartwarming, amusing little film. It's just kind of overstays its welcome a bit. Like you think it's done, and then all of a sudden the pups got to go home. Then all of a sudden they're spreading Christmas cheer with someone else, and it's just like, okay, can you like quit being so repetitive and just like end? But overall, it's still a good little heartwarming movie. There's not much to it. It's pretty mindless fun for like a family, especially if you love puppies and stuff. It's definitely amusing. But overall, there's not much to it. So obviously, I'm not going to give this a stellar rating or anything like that. But overall, I still thought it was a fun Christmas movie, and they did the best they could with what they got, and overall, it's not that bad. So I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5. It was amusing enough in that to overlook it. It does get a little boring sometimes, but that's just me. So considering that I watch mainly like horror films and things like that, this was definitely a different type of film to watch. So yeah, but still, it's still amusing. So if this sounds like something you might be interested in, I'll link the trailer down below so you can check it out. I don't think you can stream it anywhere or anything. So, yeah. But also make sure you check out my Instagram, so I always post clips of films and review in the future on my stories. I have the film title hashtag and subgenre film and hashtag, so you're aware of it. And also, make sure you check out my Letterbox Therapy reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. So follow me on one of those two platforms to enable this channel. Like this video so it's more people where they comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And let me know if you want me to review the rest of the year Bud movies or even Buddy movies as well. I have them all, so if you want to hear my opinions on those, make sure you comment those down below. And also, if you have any other films or film franchise in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try to get them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. Something like this. And also, so you hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, I'm going to do more of a comedy next time. We're going to go into the stoner, ridiculous comedy. We're going to review The Night Before for the next review. So make sure you tune in for that one. And, yeah, watch it. Hopefully, you and all your, if you have any pups or anything like that, they can help you save your Christmas and make it even more jolly. So, till the next one. Cheers.